All in all, can't talk too loud because the other half is still in bed and we've got to get up early because we've got to go out very early. Got a cough sweet in me gob. I suppose quite a lot of you know from old videos that I'm quite a conspiracy theorist. From aliens to whatever. A thought occurred to my brain. All these people that are suddenly dying. You've got Alan Rickman, Bowie. There's been a few other, not in the same bracket in stars as Lemmy. There's a few authors have died as only some of them are 90, but there's a famous cameraman who's died yesterday. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm looking at stuff on YouTube and that, and they're saying Bowie not really dead, and, you know, just fed up. He hadn't done that for 10 years anyway, and he was just fed up, and he doesn't look or sound like a cancer patient to me anyway. There's even interviews with Elvis. I don't know if it's supposed to be made this day or what, or day and age I mean, but where he's saying he didn't realise, sort of like faking his death, that people would have gone berserk over it, you know, because they all loved him and whatever. And there's even a bit where Priscilla Presley's interviewed, and something she said, he was only saying the other day, she went, when they picked it up on YouTube and said, did she let slip? And I'm thinking, if all this is true, these people, stars, for whatever reason, they're just fed up, or whatever. I wonder how far back, if it's all true, that it goes. When I was a kid, people like Rick Mature, Gary Cooper, probably people don't know, James Cagney, Bogart, Clark Gable, all that lot. I wonder if they faked their death because they were fed up with being in the limelight. My mum had a 1939 annual. I was about 8 years before I was born, and it was all about the stars at the time because she loved celebrities and that. And there was a bit in it, I remember it now, I can see them, I can't think who the actors were, and it said they never wanted to be stars. Well, maybe they made a pot of gold, their own money, and decided to quit. You know, I mean, George Sanders, he's supposed to have killed himself. He didn't want to get old and infirm, and he killed himself, reportedly. How much of it is true, I don't know. You still hear things about Bruce Lee died, and his son died, I think they said about the same age, and he was making a film, the old Kung Fu and that. And I just wonder how much, you know, how much is true and all the rest of it. Because going back to like Gary Cooper type days, they're talking about, I don't know, 40s and 50s, and I was a little boy. All they had really was the films, obviously, and radio, and the newspapers, and that, you know, that was their internet, if you like. And you got the papers, it's like a day old anyway. Bloody cough. I've got a doctor's appointment about it Wednesday anyway. You just wonder if they'd had enough far back then, like, you know, and they wouldn't have had to stage it so much now. There wasn't the paparazzi. There was terrible little gutter snipe, piranha type newspaper men around, cameras flashing everywhere and all the rest of it, trying to get the dirt on people. But of course now it's easy. I just thought I would sling that in the mix, you know. There's so much of it now, everybody, I mean, I haven't seen yet, but there's probably some out there about Amy Winehouse. Did she really die, or did she get fed up? Because she had about 3 years between, what, I think she only made 2 or 3 albums. There was about 3 years between them all. And you wonder, like, you know, were they fed up? Did they make enough money? And thought, oh, we'll call it quits now. You know, go in disguise, and of course when they get older it's a little bit easier. But, and as old as the Michael Jackson one, of course, somebody put up, in his house. Oh, it's supposed to have been like a day or so after he died, if he died. And you see a shadow in the distance in the corridor go, Michael Jackson's ghost. And there's some other bloke. He looks about 80 in disguise, like I reckon that's Michael Jackson. And I mean, you can manipulate the figures to fit any theory you fancy, like, you know. Anyway, hang on. Thought I might have woke my wife at the moment, but I haven't. I had to take the things out of the lug holes to you. Because I've got the old things in. So that's about it, really. I mean, everyone else has got the same sort of thoughts as that. Anyway, I hope you're all right, all of you, and I'll catch you further down the line. As I say, cha cha cha.